Alrighty guys, so as you guys seen, pretty much the way we started the video is not the way I wanted to start it. He didn't have the camera to get started on it, but K24 is in, and it looks like we will have a little bit of clearance. But again, this is what we're talking about when we say K24 hood, SIR style hood. This is on the high setting, which is good. So now what I want to see is if we drop the hood, I want to see how bad it's gonna hit.
Probably not gonna hit right now because the motor's really rocking back. See?
Well, it's gonna hit. See?
Oh, so you know what? It's hitting right here.
Yeah, if we cut the webbing out, if all that webbing gets cut out, we should clear. But either way, we might put it on the low setting, depending. Because you've seen the way the Mugens looked on it with the 225/50s. And it's the same thing Dana's running, I believe it is. If not, I think his is K20. If I'm not mistaken, I think his is actually K20. So it's just little stuff that we got to change. But the hood, he said that he would rock it with no hood, but we'll see how it goes. But either way, we are going to get him another hood, because that's what I owe him for helping me out with everything that we've done. But everything pretty much aligns pretty well. Looks like we have a lot of clearance, not clearance, but the engine is actually straight, so the bracket can be welded where it's at now. So we're going to go ahead and pretty much remove the engine again, because now that we know this is in its place, we can start doing everything we got to do. And the things we're going to go ahead and do in this video probably is get started on the proportioning valve, because again, VTEC solenoid does interfere if you're putting a K series in a wagon, and this has to be moved to a different location. So we're probably going to utilize the fuel location there to make the bracketry to how we can move it away, and then hopefully get the engine in its position. So if you can see the way all this is, we're going to put the rear bracket on right now also, because we want to make sure it's straight, because the way that gets tweaked up, you see. So if you move the engine, you can see the bracket move right here, because all that's holding it in its position is that small 14 millimeter bolt right there. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and continue, and we'll update you guys as we go. Fucking cracking blends and shit.
Also goes to the bottom.
Yeah, see, it mounts to the thing.
That's what you got me in here.
Damn, look at this shit, bro. Look at all the spiders. Yeah. Spider webs and shit.
Man.
Yeah,
Give me the long. There's only one big one out of all of them.
I think there's a fat ass egg under there.
Nah, just the side, one side. What's up with your shit? Are we still working on it? What's up with your shit?
Who's that?
Yep.
What girl we say, fool?
Jeez. And so he got it to run right then?
You should be perfectly fine then. Just bolt it all up, and then that way we know. And literally once we get everything bolted up, we know how we can go. Even if we go down on the low setting, we'll have enough room. That was the main issue, is just making sure that the traction bar was going to clear that pulley. Because you know, on the B series, they're a little bit different. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm looking at this one, I believe. Well, at least now we know. Traction bar fits, no issue. It doesn't even hit the transmission. This is the only issue we might have if we go down on the low setting on this side, because of the trans. But we won't know until we really look into all that shit. So I marked where it's gonna go. The motor doesn't move anymore, so I'm gonna have to sand all that down and then coat it and then paint it. So I guess now we can pretty much remove everything again and start prepping everything, the engine bay. He's gonna paint the block, I believe, with this paint that I actually have over here. Same thing I used on mine. So yeah, pretty much now we can start shaving the engine bay. Not shave it, but
Clean it up.
Clean it up, get rid of all the shit that we're not gonna need. Get rid of all these hoses. We're gonna have, all that's gonna have to be rerouted after anyways. So all that can be done after. So yeah. Only thing I know we're gonna have to do, like I said, because we are gonna be running the AN lines, is put an AN fitting here.
We can order that online, right?
Yeah, we can always put that online.
Send it to you.
And it's gonna be easier because you can just do a 45 to that right there. Then once we get the manifold. But we gotta make a junkyard run to get all the other stuff. That's it. Alright. Well. Huh?
Hopefully we can find some seats.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and drop the motor.
You have
as you guys can see, I ain't throwing my back out. It was their turn, guys. So pretty much engine is painted. We're just putting it assembled for now, just because we don't have the socket to torque down the flywheel and put the clutch on and the alignment tool. So we need to get that, and we'll be golden from there. But as you guys seen, pretty much what we wanted to do today was actually weld on the bracket. Bracket is welded. I'm gonna go ahead and put another weld on it because I didn't like the way that weld came out, but we'll go ahead and adjust it later on. On the next video, probably we'll get started on the brake tuck. I gotta figure out the flare here, just because I want to try to get it as close as possible so that we don't have so many long lines going to the firewall. So that's gonna be the next goal. Hopefully we can get that done during the week, and along with finishing up this section here so we can get a coat of paint and then pretty much have it done. So I gotta go get paint made in a can, just like how I did before on the other one. Get some paint, get this paint mixed into it so that we can have a can instead of having to put it into a gun, reduce it, and then spray it into the engine bay. So pretty much, guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I know not a lot was done. Things were going around in circles, but we at least managed to get some things done. We managed to get the engine inside. Engine was fully mocked up. I marked it on the frame rail to where it needed to be welded, and now pretty much now all we got to do is the body work. It's not going to be a show quality paint job. We're doing this to get the car done as soon as possible. This car is going to be street driven. It's going to be raced. It's going to have some street fun on it. So we'll see how basically all that goes. But for the time being, we're going to do it this way. Maybe in the future, we'll go ahead and readdress everything as the time comes. But again, this is my brother's build. I'm not pushing him to do whatever he wants, how I want things. We're doing it his way, and we're going to make the best out of it. But pretty much, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Hopefully you guys enjoy at least the progress and the start of the K-Series wagon being built. So yeah, catch you guys on the next one. Till next time.
What's that smell? Is that